In this video, I want to take a look at a batch of great PlayStation 4 physical game deals. Now, we're going to be looking at 10 or so deals, and I'll try to do this a little bit more consistently alongside, I cover digital deals quite often whenever a sale goes live, but I sparingly cover physical deals, but we're going to try to make it a little bit more consistent. I know digital is the future, but some of you guys do like your physical copies of games, and I can definitely understand why, but without further waiting, let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, GameFly's March 21 sale, they added a couple of games and discounted some other titles, so use the code MARC21SALE and you'll save an additional 10%. Keep that in mind. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is priced at $28. When you use the coupon, you save an additional 10%. That knocks it down to just a little over 25 bucks, which is a new low for AC Valhalla. That's pretty good. Upgradable to the PlayStation 5 version. Good stuff there. CyberPunk 2077 is priced at $27. Use the code, you'll get it for a little over $24, which that price for Cyberpunk 2077, look, the PS4 version's kind of garbo, but the PlayStation 5 version runs at a much smoother frame rate. Might be worth it at that point. I mean, if you can put aside the hype, the expectations, all that stuff, there is fun to be had in that game. Just, be prepared for a lot of bugs, glitches, and something that's not, groundbreaking in terms of a open world RPG. Marvel's Avengers is priced at $18 with the code. You'll get it for what, $16.20, which is pretty good, all things considered. They're throwing in the updates, their Black Panther DLC coming, all that stuff. The upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version drops. So hey, it's not a great game. It's not a $60 purchase. If it's like 10 to 15 bucks, I do think there's fun to be had with Marvel's Avengers. So yeah, maybe I will be crucified for saying that, but I do think Avengers has some fun when you spend, a fraction of the price of what it released at. Watch Dogs Legion is priced at $20. With the code, you'll get it for 18 bucks, which is pretty good as well. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And remember, all of these are on the GameFly sale. So yeah, you can buy multiple of these titles at once and they'll ship directly to you. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory with the code is $27. Control, the PS4 version, is $9. I don't know, how eager you guys are to pick that up. Watch Dogs 2 can be had for $9. 13, the remake. Yeah, okay, so let's stop talking. Immortals Phoenix Rising is $27. That's pretty good after the code. So check out that sale for yourself. Again, a couple games added. March 21 sale is the coupon code you want to use, and you'll save a little bit more. Okay, moving on from that, let's take a look at some deals over at Amazon. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown is down to $20, which is pretty good. A game that kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit based on it being released right by Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's a really good flight action combat game, and it's held up in price for quite a while. I think $20 is a solid pickup. Not a game where you're gonna get super invested into the narrative or anything like that, but it's got some great music, some great action gameplay. If you just want to kick back and enjoy a quality action title, Ace Combat 7 I think will fit the bill. I feel like it's a game that quite a few people missed out on. Next up, we have Wolfenstein II The New Colossus. This is down to $11.71 from a third-party seller on Amazon. Free shipping with this, $11.71 is pretty good for Wolfenstein 2, all things considered. I think the game is solid. I would recommend you to play the New Order first, but they do have a recap video. Like, it's just, you're gonna get so much out of a recap video versus playing a 8 to 10 hour first-person shooter campaign. Game is good, gets a little bit wacky at the end, but hey, that's Wolfenstein for you. I think it's got some great gameplay. We'll see the future of Machine Games and Bethesda on PlayStation. I wouldn't expect future Wolfenstein games to come to PlayStation, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be proven wrong on that end. $11.71 for this one, however, is pretty good. Next up, Divinity Original Sin 2, $19.99. Many consider this to be one of, if not the best RPG of all time. I'm not that high on the game, but honestly, I'm probably in the minority in my thinking, where I just think it's an excellent RPG and not, top 3 RPG of all time. So that says something about the game that people think that highly of it. You'll have a better time if you do play with a couple of friends. I did a solo playthrough on PC and I had a pretty good time as well. 20 bucks for it, I think, is pretty good. So yeah, this hasn't really gone below $20, and I'm sure that that Bandai Namco knows that they can hold up the price of this game, and its quality speaks for itself, and it'll retain that price point, but $20 is solid. Lastly, for the Amazon deals, Kingdoms of Amalur ReReckoning is down to $19.93, ReReckoning. I loved KOA. It's a game that I'm always going to go to bat for. I just thought it was an excellent open-world action RPG. Yes, the story isn't riveting or anything like that. You're not going to get super emotionally invested into the characters, but the action gameplay I thought was fantastic. Quite a bit of content in the game. The ReReckoning version includes all of the additional content, and there is an expansion coming out later this year. Yes, an expansion for a game that originally released back in like 2010. That's a little bit of a new one, but I'm excited for it. Fatesworn is coming later this year, so that's going to be more content on this game. That's a paid expansion, of course. But $20 for this, $19.93, I think is quite good, so check that out as well. Quality open world action fun. Okay, the last of the batch of deals are all available on GameStop. They're rocking some pretty good deals right now. Next up, we have Sekiro Shadows Die Twice for $32.97. It came out back in 2019, right? Like March or April of 2019, and it's still not going below $30. So right now it's available at $30, so I thought, hey, let's give the Game of the Year edition a mention. It is available as a part of a digital sale for like $36, so you save a little bit more if you do want it physically. Pretty good price. I mean, Sekiro is an excellent game. It's a very challenging game. If you think it's just another Souls game, you're going to be sorely mistaken when you go into this game. How you play Sekiro is going to be a little bit different, and while I'm not like huge on the Souls and From Software games, I always can appreciate them, and I understand why so many people are into it. So Sekiro for $30 is a pretty good pickup. Dreams by Media Molecule is down to $9.99. Boy, oh boy, what a price on this. This is an excellent deal that I would highly recommend. Even if you don't want to get super into the creation side of Dreams, Dreams offers so much content for you to explore, and it's constantly getting better. I mean, Media Molecule said themselves that they're in this experience for the long haul, and they're going to continue to update it, and so far what we've seen out of them has been exactly that. If you just want to kick back, have a drink, and just enjoy the various experiences that Dreams has to offer, that is a great time, and for $10, it's ridiculous. I already thought the $40 launch price was awesome, but now you're talking $9.99 for Dreams. Like, I don't even know why it's this cheap. Did the game not do that well commercially? Whatever the case may be, this is a steal of a deal that I would strongly recommend. Check it out and thank me later, because this is a great pickup. Next up, we have The Outer Worlds, which is seeing a $10 discount on GameStop for $20. This game's DLC just dropped, and it got a PlayStation 5 upgrade, sweet old 60 FPS on PS5, so that's great. Really cool sci-fi RPG. It's not like a huge game, it's not north of 150 hours or anything like that, but I like the more concise element of Outer Worlds. It's a great game, has a solid story, gameplay is good, and the world is still fun to explore and see everything, and $18 for it I think is quite good, so that is definitely worth a mention. DLC for this just dropped. Next up, we have Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition for $29.99. Been seeing this a little bit more expensive at some other spots, Amazon particularly, so I thought $30 was worth a mention. I wasn't as high on Pillars of Eternity 2 as I was on PoE 1, but this is still a great RPG that, yes, probably caters more so to somebody that plays PC RPGs, but for $25 makes a solid transition to the PlayStation 4 as well. Has the additional content, so I thought this was a pretty good pickup. This is a pre-owned copy, by the way, $25. If you do want to go the new route, that will be a $30. Lastly, I do want to give a shout to Borderlands 3. This is down to $9.99. Obviously playable on the PlayStation 5, and you have an upgrade ready to go on that. I know Borderlands 3 for a lot of people wasn't blowaway, but I still thought it retained the fundamentals of Borderlands that make it enjoyable. Running better on the PlayStation 5, and only for $10 I think is a pretty good pickup. No doubt that at some point there is going to be a definitive complete edition with all the DLC, but if you don't want to wait for that, I mean, $10 is as cheap as it's going to get, so wanted to give that a mention as well. This has been readily and often available for $10, so it's not like this is a blowaway deal or something we don't see often, so if you don't pick it up now, I'm sure at some point it's going to be $10 again, but hey, still worth a mention. And that's going to wrap up this one. Again, quite a few good deals on the physical side of things for PlayStation 4 games. If you pick any of these up, let me know in the comment section below. Links to everything will be in the description box below. That's going to wrap up this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.